Hi there, I'm John Gregg, your certified financial planner with APSadvisor.com. Today we're going to talk about the 5 most common retirement planning disasters and how you can avoid them. The first one is just running out of money. So if you haven't saved enough, or if potentially you're just spending way too much, that's something that's very easy to plan for. But a lot of times what happens is people are so used to having a paycheck that they're just spending all their money. They're saving however much they save each month, but then things aren't as structured as they were before because they're not receiving that paycheck. So make sure that you sit down, make sure that you have a budget in mind for when retirement finally does come around. The second is going to be poor investment decisions. And this really, I think, comes more from greed than it does from anything. Because if you have a good structured portfolio that's diversified and is holding a lot of good companies, you're going to do well for the most part. If you get greedy and maybe you start going down the crypto train or some other type of investment that has these huge returns that are promised to you, you can really get beat up. The other way you can have kind of a catastrophic investment performance situation is when you let emotions really get in the way. And we've seen this time and time again when there's a huge market pullback, 2008 and 2009. And then we also had one with COVID. The market took a huge hit. And if you were terrified and ran for the hills, you really missed out on a huge recovery that really didn't make much sense, but the stock market really rallied. The third one is going to be ignoring healthcare costs. This one is pretty obvious too, but people don't count for the fact that there could be an early onset disease such as dementia or Alzheimer's. Also, long-term care is increasing by about 5% per year. So that's something that really you need to plan for. You just never know when that's going to happen. So if you make sure that you have good insurance and you are prepared for those types of events, then this won't be as big of an issue. The fourth is just falling victim to scams. And there used to be a running joke about a prince from a far off land requesting money, but it is so much more intricate than that now. There are people coming at you from all angles, and they're just throwing what are called phishing scams. There's a bunch of other types, but the best thing that you can do is go on YouTube after this video and just type in scams. I'm going to do a video on scams as well, so you can hit that link if it's there. And just make sure that you're aware that you're a target. They're looking for you, and they are trying to do whatever they can to steal money from you at all times. And this is happening all the time, and people are falling victim to scams all the time. So just be prevalent, be aware, pay attention to that intuition, those red flags that go up, and you should be fine. The fifth one is just unforeseen emergencies and expenses. And living in California, we are susceptible to wildfires, earthquakes. If you're on some of the Gulf Coast states, hurricanes, you have tornadoes. So make sure you're properly insured and you can easily, at least alleviate the financial disaster here. Other unforeseen emergencies can happen from getting in a car crash and being at fault. You could be liable for a lot of money. So again, make sure that your insurance is coverage, and most of these unforeseen events can be taken care of with proper coverage from an insurance carrier. So all of these are things that you can proactively go out and fix and make sure that there's not that big hole in your retirement plan, because these can really beat you up, especially if you've already retired and you don't have time to kind of claw yourself back. So let's go through them really quick. The first one is insufficient retirement savings. So this is easily fixed by talking to a financial advisor like myself, putting together a retirement plan. The second one is poor investment decisions. And like I said, most of this either comes from greed or from, just emotional decisions and making those decisions based off on how you feel instead of what the actual best thing to do is in the long haul. Third's going to be healthcare. So make sure you're preparing for those expensive events, those expensive long-term occurrences like long-term care, maybe some other type of disease. Fourth is just falling victim to scams. So be prevalent. Make sure you're, every year checking up on what the most common scams are. And then the fifth and final are those unforeseen emergencies, natural disasters. And a lot of times that can be covered through good and proper insurance coverage. So I hope this helped. If you have any questions, feel free to visit our website, apsadvisor.com, reach out, and until next time, I'll see you during our next video. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If so, please subscribe to our channel. It's really important and helps us get this content out to more people. Enjoy the disclosures, and I'll see you around during our next video.